Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a few things on the FRS to get fixed today. Before we jump into the FRS, I'll give you a quick little update on the Evo 10 motor situation. I dropped off the block and the head and all of the other little components yesterday at the machine shop. They're gonna go through the head. They're gonna hot tank pretty much all of the motor stuff for me. And then on the block, they're gonna hone it out, make sure we can still run it at 86 mil. So until I hear back from them on that situation, we cannot move forward with ordering pistons or rings for the old 86.5 millimeter CP pistons. With all that being said, we can't work on the Evo 10 today, but what we can do is work on the FRS. The other day we put new taillights on. I got a bunch of comments and DMs and messages saying that I need to repin the taillights. When I put them on there, I realized that they look kind of weird. It looked like the blinker was the brake light and the brake light was the blinker. That is the case. When you buy new VLAN taillights for your FRS or BRZ, you do need to repin them. There's a yellow and a green wire. You have to flip them around. As of right now, the blinker is the brake light and the brake light is the blinker, and it looks completely whack. So that is the first thing we're going to be doing today. Alright, so here is a scoop on the taillights. We need to rewire them. As you can see, that right there is the blinker, but I have the lights on right now. So let's go dig in the trunk and figure out what exactly we need to change up, because this is whack. So on this wiring connector, we have a yellow wire and a green wire. Those need to be flipped around, and then this thing should work just like it should. Alright, that's a little better. This is the one that's fixed. As you can see, the sequential blinker is working fine and the actual taillight is on. This side over here is flipped. That is how you get it. That is how it is after you repin the yellow and green and flip them around. Yeah, it's kind of weird you have to do that, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. I just got the last taillight repinned and installed. Let's throw on the lights and make sure everything works as it should. We're good. We're good. Up and running again. If you guys want to pick up these taillights, they look really good on this car. I will link them down in the description box below. Now what we really freaking need for the FRS is a set of rear upper control arms. I still can't air out all the way, so that means I still can't drive the car all the way, because if I drive it right now, I'm going to destroy my rear fender wide body panels. I did order up some tint for the taillights. So I'm going to tint the clear section like we talked about in the last FRS video. So that tint should be in later today, and then we can get these taillights tinted. I do have a buddy on the way right now from Tri-Cities, about 3 hours south of here, to drop off a special present for the channel. As soon as he gets here, I'll pull out the camera and show you guys what's up. There it is. I'm not gonna do too much talking on what we just picked up. It's obviously a motor. 90% of you probably recognize the motor. It is a flat 4. It could be for a WRX or an STI or an FRS or BRZ. I guess anything. It could be a Porsche boxer motor. But if you do know what this motor is for, you probably already know why we picked up this motor. If you have any guesses, go drop a comment down in the comment section below. I'm freaking hyped. This is gonna be very helpful in the future, I guess you could say. I'll give you one hint. It's gonna make a lot of power. Alright, so while we are waiting for the taillight tint to come in, we have a few more mods to do on the FRS. The next mod is a set of Lights Footwell LED Kit. Lights has always been a really huge sponsor of the channel. Guys, go support them if you need any like LED lighting needs. They're very reasonably priced, and with my discount code, which I'll have on the screen, you can save even more money. So go check them out. So that all looks pretty simple. The only question I have is how I'm going to tap these into, or where I'm going to tap them into. We really only have two things to wire. We have a ground, which is very easy to do, and then we have the fuse tap. I want to tap into like the dome light accessory fuse if I can find that. So basically when I open the door, the lights turn on. When I turn on the ignition, the lights automatically turn off. Of course, I don't want to be driving around with a bunch of light on my feet. This will probably be the most simple LED install we have ever done. We have two LED strips, the controller box, and the harness. These two wires are here. Go to the strip, controller plugs in right there. We have a ground and we have a power. That is it. Let's jump in here, figure out exactly where we want to mount these LED strips at. So there's a very, very nice flat part right here. That's where I'll do the driver's side. Then for the passenger side, I'm hoping there's something pretty similar to that. Oh yeah, there's another pretty flat part right down there. So that'll be easy to do. Let's throw these strips up and then we can get to the wiring. So the first thing we need to do is get this wire right here ran through the center console. I popped out this little side cover that was sitting right there, and we should be able to get that wire straight through the console. They made that way too easy. All right, I'm gonna tape this thing up. It's already got the 3M double-sided tape on there. So let's get it taped up and then we can do the driver's side. All right, so I got it mounted up. You can see it a little bit right there. That was one of the main things I wanted, is when it's mounted and not on, you can't really see it. I totally forgot to mention to you guys, make sure you're wiping the plastic down with acetone before you put the LED strip on, just so it sticks on there nice and easy. All right, both of the LED strips are mounted. Let's grab the harness, get the ground on, get the tap on, and get the controller on as well. So for all the wiring, we are gonna pull off this panel right here and run all the wiring behind that panel, just so you can't see any of it. I want this interior and this LED install to look really, really clean. I think you gotta pull this side panel off, and then there is a screw right here. There'll be a screw down there as well. All right, so I'll be grounding it right there, same wire that the fog lights were grounded on. I could probably take all that wiring out, but I'll ground it there. That little white box is the controller, and that's gonna plug into that wire. And then these two connectors here, like we mentioned earlier, plug into the LED strips themselves. So these two wires coming from the LED strips. That red wire with the fuse tap on it. Lid Light sent me over a photo of where that goes. So number 21 on the fuse panel, we can tap into there. So I've been trying to find a fuse that will shut off along with the dome light and then turn back on as soon as the dome light turns on. I couldn't find one, so basically all I'm gonna do is grab the power and ground from the LED footwell kit we should put on, run both of them all the way up to the dome light, connect them up there, and hopefully that will do the trick. I'm thinking it will. All right guys, this is the moment of truth. I have it all tapped in up there. It ran under the roof liner, down the pillar. I have them just chilling connected. When I turn this on, those down there should turn on. Nothing turns on. Sick. I just flipped that LED bulb around. Maybe that was the case. Hey, check that out. They actually work. Dope, guys. Wiring has always been a super hard challenge for me, and I'm pretty excited that I got that figured out. I'm just gonna tuck everything up and we should be good to go. We are 100% finished up. Oh my gosh, it's so sick. I'm gonna keep them on white, but maybe at shows and whatnot, I'll roll the windows down. I'll throw that on the color chasing just like it is. And that actually matches the headlights 100% perfectly. It's actually the same app with the footwell kit and the headlights, so I can have them matched. I do think I may, now guys, don't hate me yet, I think I'm gonna do underglow on this car though. Right under the side skirt, I think it'd be super, super dope. If you think that's kind of ricey, drop a comment down below. I've already seen comments about how this car is going too far, like too much rice. I don't know though, I think it's pretty sick looking. It's getting there. The taillight tint still has not come in yet. It's actually now the next day. Still haven't got it. Amazon Prime is freaking slacking. We're actually gonna go drive this car for like the first time. I don't know how it's gonna go. We still haven't got the control arms in, but I did a few little adjustments and I think my wheel should hopefully clear and not rip anything else. Let's air up just a little bit. Yeah.
You look skinny.
That looks skinny?
Like your face.
How's that tight fitment treating you over there?
Oof. You're dicking over.
Watch this.
1/8 inch there. Oh wow, 1/8 inch.
Dude, it's got to be a lip defender, bro.
I dare you to drive it like that.
What up?
What up?
Drive it like that, dude. I'd wreck everything.
Yeah. It's turned out good.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh.
Come on. All right, we finally got the tint, and I already messed around with it. I've never done like taillight or headlight overlays or inlays before, so I busted out the passenger side. What do you think, babe? You think it looks good?
I think it looks so good.
It looks super, super sick. First try, and it came out 99.9%. That's sick. Can you get the pattern of it? This film is actually from Vivid. I got it off of Amazon. I tried Vivid a few times before on brake calipers once, and then on my brother Cameron's roof, the video where we destroyed that windshield. And I've never really liked Vivid before, but for the overlays on taillights, it seems to be okay. So if you guys want to try it with the same little honeycomb pattern, I'll link it down below for you if you want to give it a shot. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I went about it on this driver's side. Let's bust it out, boys. Isopropyl alcohol. That's what I always use.
I hate when you call it that.
That's what it's called.
Mm.
What do you want me to call it?
Rubbing alcohol.
70% rubbing alcohol. That's what I always use when vinyl wrapping. And we're gonna clean up the light. Oh, I got a good booger.
You baby.
Hoofty doofty. You already know, we're rocking the socks and sandals. Okay, got that clean. Let's cut a little slice. No heat, no soapy water, no none of that. Just throw it on dry. Raw dogging it in this bitch. You know what raw dogging it is, babe?
Nope.
You don't know what raw dogging is? I tend to raw dog it quite a bit.
Shush. I don't know what it means, but shush. I don't like it.
Only 2 tools you'll need. A knife, a really nice sharp knife, so you don't cut into your taillight, and then a squeegee. I got this one from Metro Restyling. All right, so we got it all laid in there. It took about 2, maybe 5 minutes. Not 2 minutes, 5 minutes. We got to cut it out. So what you want to do is be very, very careful. Put a slight amount of pressure on the blade, just enough to scar the film, but not enough to go all the way through it. There it is. That is the finished product. Finished.
It looks so good, babe.
Thanks. So the FRS is all finished up. Bobby's gonna pull the Genesis down here, and we're gonna do the tiny little clear section on her taillights as well. Should look pretty good. She needs a test pipe.
I know.
You do?
Test pipe coming soon.
Whoa. Oh wait, that's a lot bigger than I thought. We can still do it.
Alright, let's get to it.
You want to do the whole clear section?
Oh, it's a lot more than I thought.
Should we do it or not?
Like this whole piece right here?
Yeah, what are you thinking? It'll be easy to tint. To cut it out though, it's gonna be a little more difficult, but I can still do it. Do you have faith in me?
I have faith. Like it doesn't flow at all.
What do you think?
It kind of just looks like I slapped a black sticker on my taillight.
It's kind of weird. Originally did all the clear from there all the way up to there, and then it's too much, so we did just that little triangle right there, and neither of us like it, so we're done.
Ooh.
Some cars it looks good. That looks really good. This car looks like poop. Huh. Do you like it on there?
Yeah, I love it on there.
That's sick. That's fiery, bro.
My taillights are meant to be just like that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's okay. But baby, before I pull this out, can we check the oil?
Pop the hood, dog.
Can't see, Pop.
Why don't you come check your oil?
Ew! Oh, that's like a sock.
I think they're guns. You know what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're smart. Get a little tush. See if you know what you're doing. How's the oil smell?
I don't like it.
Does it kind of stink?
Yeah.
You can't get it in the hole very well, can you? Okay, we got a little bit. We're a little bit low. That's not that bad. That's
Isn't
like
it supposed to be like up here?
Yeah, that's like what?
That's pretty freaking low.
That isn't even that low. That's like maybe.
It's supposed to be right here.
Yeah, that's like a half a quart. That's nothing. How does it smell though? We're good. What kind of oil do you run in this car?
Honestly, I name off some.
Rotella?
Name off other ones.
I run that in AMSOIL, but we don't freaking run AMSOIL on
Then it
anything.
must be Rotella.
Rotella? You freaking work out. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Here's a scoop, babe. Photo shoot. Car. They match. Should I do a little shooty shoot?
No.
Why? Not with you.
Oh.
The car is not you. You're not.
My car. My car's really dirty.
You're really dirty.
What? Okay. Ow! Ow, babe!
What?
Are you shitting me right now?
What?
My leg!
Is it stuck? Hey, our brakes match. Alright, you're good there. Air out. No air out, gang.
Mine looks like poop compared to yours, babe.
When it's squeaking a little bit when you air out, that's how you know you got good fit, man.
Look at Devin's camera and look at my camber. My camber looks like it goes inwards.
Like positive camber?
Yeah.
Probably is. I like yours better. I'll trade you.
Okay.
My wheels for your car. Give me a shake.
Babe. baby.
So, how do you like the camber? Is it dumb?
No, I like it.
But
I think it's a little ridiculous. I've never been like a huge camber person, but you make it look pretty good.
your car next?
I don't know, but now I want more camber in my car.
Babe, your car looks... Yours is a daily driver.
But just a little bit, babe.
Yours is a daily driver. We can't risk wearing new tires all the time and deviating tires for stretched and fit boys like these stupid
No,
things.
I don't want it like that. I want it just like a little bit.
Like 5 degrees?
Yeah.
What would you say if you woke up one day and had a fat ass turbo sitting under the hood?
Cool.
That's it? Just cool?
I'd be excited.
And a fat ass front mount.
I'd say that's really awesome, babe. Let's take it for a whirl.
Should we do it?
Ow. Yeah.
You want to close out the video? Alright boys, that is going to be it for this video.
How much camber are you running on this thing?
Tree. That is going to be it, boys. Really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thanks for helping me tint my taillights.
Bye, guys.